Good morning. In the previous class, we have been discussing about a few uh, points regarding construction of polar plot and how to find the frequency domain specifications, especially the gain margin and phase margin. We have taken one example and have tried to solve that. And finally, we commented about the stability of the system. So, in continuance with that, we will try to see some more problems regarding polar plot and we will wind up. So, let us take this problem in particular, problem number 2 in this topic. So the given transfer function, open loop transfer function, it is unity feedback. So H of s is going to be unity feedback. So H of s is equal to 1. So your G of s, H of s can be represented as G of s, which is equal to 1 plus 0.2s, 1 plus 0.025s, s cube, 1 plus 0.05s, it goes on. So from this we first analyze that they are asking to find the polar plot, sketch the polar plot and determine the phase margin alone. So what we are trying to do here is we first analyze that whether the provided system is in time constant form. Yes, it is in time constant form. All the factors available in the transfer function is of the form 1 plus st. Yes, it is there. Okay, so I should know uh, what is the rough sketch. So I will try to predict what is the type of the system. The type is 3 and the order is 5. The order is 5. So obviously my graph should look like this. When omega is equal to 0 to omega is equal to infinity. So, but what happens here is you have two zeros at the top level at the numerator part. Okay, at the numerator you have two zeros available, 1 plus 0.2s, 1 plus, and because of that, this order is reduced to 3, and my graph will look like this. So it becomes type 3, order 3. So type 0, type 1, type 2, and type 3. Okay, so it starts from here, and first order, second order, third order. So it ends at here. Omega is equal to infinity, omega is equal to 0. So my curve looks like this because of the presence of the 0 available there. Any doubts here? Any doubts available here? My actual system has a type 3 and order 5, but because of the presence of the zeros 2, okay, it is reduced to 3. Okay, the order is taken as 3 because of the effect of the zeros. My graph will not look like the white which I have already drawn, but it looks like something in this yellow color, right? We will see that how it is going to change. So I will try to substitute s is equal to j omega in g of s. So my transfer functions changes. Every transfer function, okay, which is of the sinusoidal form or sinusoidal transfer function, have the magnitude and phase inside it. So the first term, you write the magnitude is square root of 1 plus 0.2 omega the whole squared and tan inverse of 0.2 omega. This is your first term and this is your second term. Likewise, denominator, you can see my j omega the whole cube will give you omega cube and the angle is going to be 270 because 90 will plus 90 plus 90, okay, will give me 270. Then tan inverse of this particular term, then again, so 6 terms are there. Okay, 5 terms are there. each term, each term is written by its represented by its magnitude and angle form. Any doubts in this writing this particular equation in magnitude and angle form? Do you have any doubts? Please ask me now. I will try to explain you. Very simple. As yesterday we have mentioned, if you have something like a plus jb then the magnitude is going to be square root of real part plus the imaginary part squared. That, that is your magnitude, and angle of a plus jb can be written as tan inverse of imaginary by real. So if you adopt the same method, you will get this. Okay. Now what I will do, I will try to separate the magnitude equation and try to separate my angle equation. Bring the angle which is in the denominator to the numerator, so that I will have a complete angle equation. Okay. So you can see that I have done that. I have combined all these magnitude part and angle part. This is your magnitude and that is my angle. Meanwhile, I try to find what is my corner frequencies. What are my corner frequencies? I will try to do that here. That from the first factor 1 plus 0.2 j omega, what is my corner frequency? 1 by 0.2, which is equal to 1 by 0.2 is 5 radians per second. From the second factor 1 plus 0.025 omega, okay, it is 1 by 0.025. Can anybody help me in that, getting the value for this? 1 by 0.025, please. Hello, people in the class, please respond the chat window. What is the value you are getting? You are getting 40. Yes, thank you, CB. So it is 40 radians per second. Then you have another factor 1 plus 0.005 omega. So 1 by 0.005. How much you have? 200 exactly. Then 1 plus 0.001 omega, which will provide me 1 by 0.001, okay, which is equal to 100 radians per second. Is that right? Sorry, 1000. Yes, 1000 radians per second. So these are all the time constants. Okay, this 0.2, this 0.25, 0.05, 0.0, these are all time constant, and these are all my corner frequencies. Yesterday I have been telling you how to choose your omega value. To make it simple, to adopt it in a graph sheet. Okay, you try to adopt, you try to choose omega between your maybe some depending upon the corner frequency which is having much higher value, you try to have it between 0.1 to maybe 2.5. So you can find some few points. Even if you see that, you can see that the angle values are now even at 0.9 to 1.7, it is shooting like anything. Okay, so try to have your omega values, your corner frequency between zero point 0.2 to 2, actually zero point 0.1 to 2, and you try to draw your graph. And if the corner frequency is of this type, which is having much higher numbers, பெரிய நம்பர்ஸாக இருந்ததுன்னா 0.1 இருந்து 2க்குள்ளே எடுத்துக்கோங்க. சின்ன நம்பர்ஸாக இருந்ததுன்னா, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் உங்களுக்கு கார்னர் ஃப்ரீக்வன்சியே 0.01 வருதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், அப்போ நீங்கள் போய் 0.1 2ன்னு எடுத்துக்கூடாது. 0.01னா 0.01 வச்சு அதை அரௌண்டாக என்னென்ன வேல்யூஸ் எடுக்க முடியுமோ அது மாதிரி எடுத்துக்கணும். ஹையர் வேல்யூஸ் வரும்போது நம்ம கிராஃபில் ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்ணுறது கஷ்டம். ஓகே, அதனால ஸ்கேல் பண்ணுறது கஷ்டம். அதனால யூ டேக் இட் அஸ் 0.1 to 2.5 பிகாஸ் your polar plot definition says that your omega has to be varied from 0 to infinity. That's it. If you are able to vary your omega value from 0 to infinity and trace the path, then you get your polar graph. So you try to find some omega values around this point. Okay, nominally we have to choose it around the corner frequency, but you can see that how much deviation it is having, 5 to 1000. You cannot represent in a single graph sheet. So you try to have some points between 0.1 to 2.5. So as now in the table, actually it is from 0.9 to 1.7. For every value of omega, you substitute that in your g of j omega and your angle of g of j omega. Okay, so now you will be able to get the magnitude and the phase. So this is your magnitude and this is your phase angle. Now you got these points. Now you can plot it actually. So what is that? When 1.4 is there, it is going to be minus 259. When 1.2 is there, it is going to be minus 258. The variation of the angle is going to be very much lesser. Okay, you can see that every point is very much nearer to each other. So if you see that graph, you see that this is your graph. At different values of omega, okay, at different values of omega, your graph points are being noted and your polar plot is been obtained. Now what they are asking you to find the phase margin. What is the phase margin? When your polar plot cuts your unit circle. Now here you see the scale of that this graph is taken it as one circle, that is this circle, one circle. Every circle in this diagram is said to be 0.04. 0.04. So for 10 circles you will get 0.4. For 10 circles you will get 0.4. For 20 you will get 0.8. For 30 you will get 1.2, 1.6, then 2. It goes. So based on this, you know this clockwise direction is a negative angle and anti-clockwise direction will give you positive angle. So plus 10, 20, 30, this every radial line is providing you an angular value in positive. If you go in an anti-clockwise direction, counterclockwise direction, or in if you go in clockwise direction, you will get your negative angles minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, etc. So based on that, you fix the points from the table and try to join those points, you will get a graph. And that graph, where it crosses your unit circle is the magnitude of this circle, the dark circle, which I am trying to trace using this red color. Okay, this circle is having a magnitude of 1.0 unit circle. So where it crosses, the polar plot is crossing at this point. At this point, what is the angle? If you see the angle, it is the phi angle is going to be minus 257. If you see that in the table, the magnitude is 1, the angle is going to be minus 257. So the phi GC is equal to minus 257 degree. So gamma is equal to 180 plus phi GC, which will give me 180 minus 257. So that is going to be your phase margin, which gives you minus 77 degrees as your phase margin. Since this is having a negative phase margin, the phase margin is negative, which is equal to minus 77 degree. The system is unstable. Why? Because you can see that there is multiple poles in your origin. You can see because of this S cube. Okay, because of this S cube, you will have multiple poles at the origin. 3 poles are there at the 0 point origin. So it is going to be the response which is being provided here will be a parabolic type response, which is an unstable response. So you can say that this system is unstable. The system is unstable, and it is been verified using your phase margin value, which is negative. Yesterday we have said if your system, if your phase margin and gain margin is positive, then your system is stable. If any of that value, either phase margin or gain margin, becomes negative, then you call that system as an unstable system. Any doubts here? Hello? People in the class, please respond. Any doubts here? Are you able to follow? Please tell me. No doubt. Okay, fine. So that's it. This is very simple actually. And if you go to another type of problem. This is second type of problem, which is problem number 3. Okay, this problem is simple to go for a sketch of a polar plot. But what they are asking, we have two cases here. Finding out the value of the gain k if your gain margin is 20 decibels and phase margin is 30 degrees. So this has two cases. The first half is before we are entering into these two cases, we have to sketch your polar plot as usual. Then we have to find the k value, because it is being provided as k divided by, the transfer function is provided as k divided by s into 1 plus 0.5 s 1 plus 4s. So it is provided as this. So this k value has to be found out if the gain margin is 20 decibels, and if it has to be found when the phase margin is 30 degrees. Okay, these are two cases. So first I will try to put k is equal to 1. If I put k equal to 1, then my equation becomes 1 divided by s into 1 plus, if k is equal to 1, my equation becomes 1 divided by s into 1 plus 0.5 s 1 plus 4s. Again, I am verifying these two factors which is available in the denominator are of the time constant form. Time constant form, which is 1 plus st form. Okay. So if it is not, you have to form it. If you have s plus 2 there, then you have to convert that into 2 into 1 plus s by 2. So 2 into 1 plus 0.5 s. You have to convert. Okay. So keep that in mind. The first one is you have to substitute s is equal to j omega. Even before that, you have to identify whether the system's transfer function is in time constant form. Otherwise, you have to convert that into time constant form. So now if you see that your transfer function is looking like this, if you substitute s is equal to j omega, as usual, it has its own magnitude and phase value. So every term here is been written based on the magnitude and the phase. So finally, I got the magnitude value to be this and phase angle equation to be this. If I am able to vary my omega from 0 to infinity, I have to choose my points around my corner frequencies. What are my corner frequencies? 1 plus 0.5 s. So what I will get? 1 by 0.5, which is equal to 2. 1 plus 0.25 s. So 1 by 0.25 will give me what? 4. So my first corner frequency and second corner frequency has to be chosen based on that. Sorry, 1 by 4, it is not 1 by 0.25, it is 1 by 4. Let me correct it. So 1 by 4 s. So 1 by 4 will give me 0.25. So this will become the lowest one, and this is the next highest one. So omega C1 is equal to 0.25 and omega C2 is equal to 2. Now I will try to choose, because these numbers are around, okay, nearer to 0.1 to 2. So I will try to choose some points for omega between these 2 points. Let us see this diagram. You can see the table is from 0.25 to 2. We are getting sufficient points. So for every point, if you substitute the value of omega, which is being chosen in your modulus of j omega and angle of j omega, you will get different points. And you can see that, okay, the phase margin is lying between this minus 180 degrees is lying between these 2 points, these 2 magnitudes. And if you see that, okay, 1 is lying between here, gain margin 1 is lying between these 2 values. So okay, from that we can try to find the phase margin and gain margin, because okay, that will give you based on the magnitude and the angle only we are going to find it. So we will try to find it. So any doubts so far from this particular problem? Any doubts here? What I have done the same. I have not entered into the cases. Only if you enter into the cases, we have a lot of things to discuss. Before that, everything seems to be same. Everybody in the class? Okay, right. So if you plot your graph, this is your because you know the transfer function is order type 1, order 2. order 3. So type 1 is here, type 1, and order 3 will be here. Order 3 will be there. So it is looking like here, right? So your polar plot is looking like this, and based on the scale, again every circle here is the value is going to be 0.04 is the value. So every 10 circles will have 0.4, 0.8, 1.2, it goes on. So unit circle is available here. You can find your 5GC, and it is crossing my point here 180-degree line. So you can find your gain margin by choosing the value which is the inverse of this. So it is going to be 0.04. Okay, it is not 0.04, it is 0.4, I hope so. 0.4. Now we will count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it is going to be 0.44. Every point is 0.04. So 11 into 0.04 will give me 0.44. Okay. So my value is going to be 1 by 0.44, which will give me 2.27. Check it out. 1 divided by 0.44, 1 divided by 0.44, it is 2.27 exactly. Yes, that's my gain margin. For what? I have chosen K to be 1. K is equal to 1. For that value, my gain margin is 2.27. Okay. If I want that in decibels, then I will go for 20 log of. Anyway, what is phase margin? Phase margin is you have found that the polar plot is cutting your unit circle as the angle of minus 165 degree. So gamma is equal to 180 plus 5GC, which is equal to 180 minus 165 degree, which is equal to 15 degrees. Okay, what I have got both my gain margin and phase margin to be positive, so it is going to be a stable system. Don't worry about that. But we have two case studies. What is the two cases? One case is we have to find the value of K. Okay, what is the value of K when gain margin is 20? And what is the value of K if phase margin is 30 degrees? But now your gain margin is 2.27. Exactly, it is not in decibels. It is in magnitude value. But if you take 20 log of that, you will get the decibel value. You will see how much you are getting. But that should be 20. And at that case, what is the K value? Gain value. And phase margin now it is 15 degrees. If it is 30 degree, what is going to be the K value? At 15 degrees, the K value is going to be 1. Okay, both these values, your K value is going to be 1 because you have assumed it. For these two categories, you have to find it. So you have to work on it. So we will go for the first case with K is equal to 1. Okay, with K is equal to 1. And we have found that the gain margin, okay, is 2.27. Then you go for 20 log of that. You will get your 20 log of 2.27. Anybody verify that? 20 log of 2.27 will give you 7.13 decibels. That is what is being mentioned here. 7.12 decibels. Where when K is equal to 1. But what is required? They are asking it has to be 20 decibels. So what is the methodology is you take that formula. What is that formula? 20 log of that value. Okay, at what gain it has to be should be equal to 20. That is what provided 20 decibels. Okay, so 20 log of this 1 by G is equal to 20 decibels. That is provided. Okay, because this value is obtained by inversing the magnitude. That magnitude has, I don't know what is the magnitude is. So what I am trying to do is, okay, I use this formula 20 log of 1 by GA. That is how we have found it, this one. 20 log of 1 by 2.27. How do you get it? 20 log of 1 by 0.44 is equal to 7.13 decibels. That is what you got it. Okay, I know this value, so I got it. But I don't know this value, so I put it like GA. Okay, that point at A where it has to cross it. But I know this is 20 decibel, which is given in the problem. So I will try to find what is GA, and I got GA is equal to 0.1. To know the K value, okay, the scaling out based on your K is equal to 1, I will get it like GA divided by GB. So this is 0.1 divided by 0.44, which gives me 0.227. So this is how you have to calculate your K value for the given gain margin. If you can do that for the same in case 2, what is case 2 says? Case 2 is for phase margin. Phase margin is provided as 30 degree, but already we know at K is equal to 1, we got a phase margin of 15 degree. So I substitute my gamma, okay, gamma is equal to 180 plus 5GC, but phase margin I have given as 30. So 30 is equal to 180 plus 5GC. And what is 5GC? Okay, what is 5GC? 30 minus 180 degree, which will give me minus 150 degrees. Minus 150 degree. So what I will do, I will go to the graph. Okay, I will try to find what is minus 150 is. Here it is, minus 150. I will try to plot a line. It will cut my graph here, Polar graph. What is the magnitude of that? I will try to, I'm trying to trace the line or the concentric circle. What is the value? This circle, circle is 2.0. So obviously this is going to be 2.04. Because every circle is having a 0.04 value. So if this circle is 2.0, then the adjacent circle is going to be 2.04. So with minus 150, it is cutting at this circle, right? So I will substitute that value. You can see that 1 by 2.04, which is equal to 0.49. K is equal to 0.49. So at the given gain margin and phase margin, we are trying to find what is the value of the gain K. And this is the way we have to find it. So for gain margin, what you have done, we have substituted 20 log of that inverse is equal to the given gain margin. Find out the value. Then that value divided by the previous value what you got in your actual K is equal to 1, you substitute it, you will get your K. The same way you also, this 1 divided by 2.0, why do you put 1? Because the phase margin is obtained only if your gain is 1. Because unit circle, if it crosses that, if your polar plot crosses your unit circle, okay, that is where your angle is being lying, and that angle, okay, will give you your phase margin. Gamma is equal to 180 plus 5GC. Okay, now your phase margin is provided in this problem. The older one is going to be always 1, but for the newer phase margin, your gain is going to be 2.04. So I substitute 1 divided by 2.04, which will yield me 0.49. So that's it with your this problem. This is one type of problem where they may ask you, provide you different cases by providing different phase margin and gain margin, and try to find the K value and all. Any doubts here? Any doubts here, please? Hello? Okay, right. If there is no note, I am done with my presentation. We will meet by tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining today. Bye. Thank you.